everyone. Welcome back to Big Kahuna Sports Cards. My name's David, and today we are going to talk about some graded cards that I finally got back from PSA. Really excited about this. Really looking forward to going on this fun adventure with you, and I'll talk through everything that I've done to get my cards graded, everything that I've done to research which ones are the best ones to send in, and we'll talk through the whole process about how long it took and all that. So, without further ado, let's jump in. So, here are the cards that I got graded from PSA. So, this was a long process. It took me about 3 months to get these cards back. I went through and used GameStop to get them graded through PSA, which was actually an amazing process. GameStop was really great with my cards, really handled them carefully, sealed them up really nice and tight, took care of all the shipping, took care of all the labeling, and made sure that my cards were just in great shape going to and from PSA. So, could not recommend it enough. Go send your cards to GameStop if you're unsure of how to send things through to PSA, which is also, I've heard, an easy process. But I cannot recommend it enough. GameStop really just did a great job handling my cards. And that brings us to the second part of that, which is the PSA process. It was a little frustrating that PSA's grading process could not be tracked on their app, and I could only track it through GameStop. So I wish that there was a way that I could vault cards in the PSA app while it's getting graded through GameStop, because I feel like that would just make things a lot smoother. So maybe that's something that PSA could look into in the future, is working more closely with GameStop in their online database and their apps to make sure everything's just kind of more smooth and functional and operating as one. So that was a little frustrating. The turnaround time I thought was a little slow. 3 months. I started my order in early March, took it to the store. I did not get my order back until late May. So yeah, about 2.5, 3 months. So yeah, a little frustrating about that. But with everything going on with PSA and the big boom that's coming back to card collecting, not also surprised by that. Yeah, people are wanting to get their cards graded. They want to sell them, make money. They want to get this hobby and make it their own. So I get that. But yeah, I was just a little frustrated that it took that long. Overall, though, the experience was really great. I will definitely be taking my cards to GameStop again to get them graded through PSA. And I also might try some new ones just to see how those processes go as well and give you guys a full review of that. But until then, we'll just stick with this one. So I've got 12 cards here that were sent and submitted to PSA. Only 10 of them came back graded, and so we'll talk through that process, what that was like, and then we'll do some reveals to see what cards got graded well. So let's start with these cards that were not graded. I don't know why they weren't graded. PSA did not really tell me or give me an explanation why. Part of me wonders if it has to do with confirming that these are authentic, but there's no way for me to verify if that's the case or not. And so I just have to go off of well, they just weren't able to grade them and just live with that. So I'll show you guys these cards. By no means do I think that the condition of these cards are the reason why they weren't graded. I sent in rougher cards than that. So I'm not too sure why they weren't graded, but we'll get into that, I guess. So this first card is an old card, vintage card. It is actually Chicho Ruiz. As you can see, 1967 Topps Chicho Ruiz. Yeah, I don't know why it was not graded, but it's a really nice card. As you can see, there's really not a lot of damage to it. It's old, yes, but it's not bent. It's not chipped on the corners. It's worn, but it's not falling apart. I'll show you guys some other cards that I have that are older that this card's in better shape in. So overall, I don't know why it wasn't graded. I think it has to do with some sort of authentication thing, just verifying that this is a real card. But oh well, that happens sometimes, I guess. This is another old card that was also not graded, and I think it's something similar. So this is Willie Smith. And I was really excited about this one because, you know me, I'm a Cleveland guy through and through. And so I was really excited to get this one graded. And sadly, this one was also not graded. Again, 1967, Willie Smith Topps. I don't know why it wasn't graded, but that's okay. I might try again and just send it in some different packaging maybe. I don't know. But again, as you can see, this card is actually in better shape than the other card. Really great corners, really great everything. There is a sticker on here. I don't know if it was on the card or if it was on something else. So that might be why this card wasn't graded. Which if that's the case, then that's a bummer. I thought that it was on the card sleeve itself, the penny sleeve, but maybe it was on the card itself. So I'll look into that and we'll see. But overall, a little bummed out that these weren't graded, but that's okay. That's life sometimes. So that brings us into our next batch of cards, the graded cards. So we're going to play some fun games with this. So I've got another old card here. This is a Johnny Bench 1979 Topps card. If you know anything about this, these cards do go for a lot of money when they are graded well at a PSA 10. What do you guys think this one got? We'll find out here in 3, 2, 1. It won. So yeah, this card, if you can see closely, it's pretty beat up. It's really old. The corners are all damaged. There's a big like bend mark right here. I mean, the card's just old. Another bend mark right there. So I'm honestly surprised this got a 1 grading. Can't complain though. I really like the card. It's a great collector's item. And so I'll probably just hold on to it. Probably not try to sell it. But yeah, really excited that it was able to be at least graded at something. So that brings us to our second card. This is also another card, and I was very excited that this one got graded because it is another Cleveland Indian. And this is Bob Allen, 1967. Same year as these ones, so I don't know why this one was graded and that one wasn't. But I'll let you guys take a look at it. Lock in the comments what you think this grade is. I'm pretty excited about it. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. This one was a 5. So yeah, this I thought turned out really well. This is a really cool collector's card for me, just because I'm from Cleveland. And so I love the Indians, love the Cavs, love the Browns. So any card that I can get graded that's old and vintage like this, I'm probably going to keep and hold on to. As you can see, the back, it's in really good shape. I have no complaints about this. I'm very excited. I think it would be cool to show my dad this too and be like, hey, look, this card actually turned out to be pretty cool and also pretty good condition. So really excited about that one. So we've talked through 4 cards that we sent in, so we got another 8 to go. So there are some new cards in here, newer, I should say, I guess. But most of these are kind of old and vintage cards. So those were the ones that I wanted to get out of the way with grading first. So this next one was a Willie McGee, 1983. I mean, Willie McGee was a really cool player, so pretty excited to get this one graded. This one could come back really valuable if it is a PSA 10, but we'll see. So 3, 2, 1. Another 5. Not what we were looking for, but still a really good card. Still really cool to collect. Yeah, I think this one may have like some smudges on it or something, some different marks. I'll have to take a look at it more closely, but all in all, still really not in bad shape. I think, yeah, the corners, this one down here definitely has a little bend to it, and I think this one does too. So that might be why, but overall, a 5 is not awful. So I'll take it as much better than a 1. So yeah, excited about that one. And this next one is a little bit newer, so that's kind of exciting. I think you'll like it. It's a 1990 score Randall Cunningham. So this one I just wanted to get graded because I'm a huge fan of football. So I just wanted to get some more football cards graded, and I sent in a lot of baseball and a couple of basketball ones. So I was like, I gotta send in some football. So I sent this one in. We'll see what the grade got. It was a 6. All right. That's really nice. Yeah, Randall Cunningham, really one of the great QBs of the time. Back in the 90s, he was very ahead of his time, I want to say. He did a lot of rushing that was not really precedented at that time in the 90s, and yeah, was just a great player for the Eagles. So, really cool to see that come back as a 6. I was hoping for a little bit higher, but honestly, not too upset about that one. So we'll jump into the next one as well. This one is a really cool card. I'm really hoping that this one graded out well because this is a 1990s Don Russ Bo Jackson Diamond Kings. This is just a cool card. Overall, the artwork in this is just incredible. Looks really, really cool. Bo Jackson is just one of the most unique players of all time, and I mean, his cards just are very, very valuable and really cool to collect. So we'll see what we get here in 3, 2, 1. A 6 again. Oh, man. I was really hoping this one would be a 10. The card looks like it's in really, really great shape. Kind of a little upset that wasn't a 10. But, I mean, this is just such a cool card, though. So, like, I'm not upset about it at all. It's nice to just get it graded, get to know what it's worth. All right, this corner up here I can see is a little bit bent, so I can understand this a little bit more now. But overall, I mean, this card is just in great shape. I'm so excited to have this one in the collection and keep it with me. So that's really exciting. We've got another 5 left, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So we'll get through these next ones more quickly, and then we will save the last couple for some more exciting moments. So this next one's also another old baseball card. Darryl Strawberry. If you've seen my videos, you know that I'm a huge fan of Darryl Strawberry. His cards are just really cool. Very nice to collect, and just a quality player all around. So we'll see what we got on this one. 3, 2, 1, 7. All right, we're moving up in the world here. 7's pretty cool. Darryl Strawberry card from the late 80s. Can't complain about a 7 here. It's a nice card. So, pretty excited with that. All right, we'll jump into the next one as well. So, this is our first basketball card that we will review. And it is a very, very, very cool card. And I'm hoping that it grades out well because it is Michael Jordan. 1993 Topps Gold, 50-point club. Yeah, any card by Michael Jordan is a card you want to collect and grade just to see what it's worth. Because his cards obviously are just so valuable. He's one of the GOATs. So, all right, please be a 10. 3, 2, 1. 7. Oh, man. That's a bummer. I was really, really hoping this one was going to be a 10. Oh, man. Overall, though, I mean, it's so cool to have Michael Jordan cards in a collection. It's a great way to start out things. And yeah, believe it or not, a lot of these older like basketball cards were not collected from my dad. They were actually collected from my brother and I growing up. So it's really cool to see some of these cards that somehow made it through my childhood and teenage years still stick around and still be worth something. So 7 I will take. Overall, not too shabby. Much better than it could have been, I guess. So brings us to our last baseball card, and this is a 1991 Mike Mussina Leaf Gold rookie. I don't think this one's just that valuable of a card, but it's something that I thought was really cool, and I wanted to get graded because, you know, rookie cards are always good. So this was anybody have any guesses? 3, 2, 1. It was an 8. All right, our best card yet. Yeah, I love this card. It looks so cool. I don't know what's going on down here, if that's just part of the card or what that was, but still got an 8, so I can't complain. Rookie cards are always good, so 8 is pretty good. All right, we got 2 cards left. So this next card might surprise you, but it's another basketball card, and it's another Michael Jordan card. So this one's just a great looking card. It's got Michael Jordan dunking in midair, tongue sticking out, like just an awesome looking card. I love this. So yeah, we'll see what this Upper Deck 92 Jordan card graded out at. Please be a 10. 3, 2, 1. Another 8. Oh man. Yeah. Overall, I'm like pumped about that. An 8 on this thing is really, really great. Not going to be as worth as much as it would have been at a 10, but I mean, it's just a vintage, cool 90s card. That's awesome. So I'm loving that. Very excited about it. All right, so that brings us to our last card. It is another basketball card, but this one is really, really unique, and something that I've actually never seen before until my dad gave it to me as part of this collection. So this is a 2003 Carmelo Anthony Italian Campione di Futuro. Yeah, it's a really tiny card. I've never even knew that these things existed until I had it in my collection. And so it's just some background. Before I sent this in for submission, I looked to see how many of these cards there were, how many were graded, and there were only 5 graded at a time when I sent this in. So this is the 6th ever graded one of these Carmelo Anthony cards. There are 3 that are at 10, 1 was at 2, and 1 was at 8. Or not 2. 1 was at 9, and 1 was at 8. So let's see what we can get from this one. 3, 2, 1. Mint 9. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh wow. Okay, let's go PSA. Let's go. Okay, so this is really, really cool. This is only the 2nd ever Mint 9 graded card for this Carmelo Anthony. That's amazing. I am so pumped about that. I don't know if I'll ever try and sell it. I've never seen this sell for anything. I might just hold on to it and just see what happens. Look at how babyface Carmelo is in that picture. Oh my god, this is so cool. Oh, I love that it's a 9. Okay, man. All right. So overall, I'm very excited and very just happy with how all these grading cards turned out. Yeah. Again, just very much thank you PSA, thank you GameStop. This is just a great journey to go on, and I'm excited to get more cards graded. And hopefully next time we can get some 10s. I mean, I'm very excited about the 9 Carmelo Anthony and these Michael Jordan cards that graded out decently well. But yeah, some of these older cards I thought were going to do better, especially these ones that didn't get graded. So little upset about that. But overall, I think the 9 from Carmelo Anthony just kind of saved the whole batch. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'm really excited about this. And thanks for going on this journey with me. And we'll see you next time.